Yo, thank you for tuning in to No Flag Radio. I'm your host, P. Snooky, do work. If y'all remember that off of Martin and shit. Yo, today we talking about Jeffrey Epstein trying to kill himself in the fucking jail. And I first want to start this off by saying, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. Don't forget to check out my Teesprings. Them shits is the shit. And yeah. So as we know, or we may not know, Jeffrey pedophile Epstein tried to kill himself in his jail cell. They found him in his New York jail with marks on him, on his neck. And he was in this like fetal position is what they say. A fetal position with marks on his neck, right? And I find it interesting that when the story first dropped, these white supremacist news outlets were like, well, maybe someone attacked him. Maybe it was some assault on him. All of this shit, right? No. Ain't nobody of his stature in jail in any position where people are gonna have access to him like that. You know what I mean? That's just not gonna happen. Plus, if people do get access to him, they're, shit would have went completely different. If they're out to send him a message for real about him being a pedophile and they want to send him a message, he's already done served time on some pedo behavior in 2008. We've talked about that before. He served, he had a 13-month sentence and all that shit for pedophile shit. Somebody who by happenstance happens to get access to this dude or happens to get that kind of access to him under these conditions that he under, they're going to take that kind of opportunity to do more than just leave some marks on his neck. Believe that. They finna... That what they talking about sound like some love slices. They was giving them some love slices if somebody actually did it to him, which I don't believe. Oh, let me not forget the chat. What up to you, Sonny here? What's good, my bro? What's good, man? Gotta check my email. I sent you an email a few days ago, man. I wanted to see what you thought about this book I'm reading on hoodoo, man. Finna get to the depths with that. I'm finna have fun with that. Just, incidental reading, man. If you check it out one day. What's good, man? Good to see you, bro. But I'm saying, like, if a motherfucker got that kind of access to Jeffrey Epstein, they trying to send him a message about him being a pedophile, they not finna be giving no love slices. They gonna be trying to cut a whole organ out that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be trying to really take a piece up out of him for real. Like, So, eventually the media came out, right? They came out and just admitted, oh, okay, he's on suicide watch and he tried to kill himself. So, you see, they were on white supremacist code bright and early with this shit. Don't miss that. They tried to downplay it. I won't let them forget that shit. So you see why I'm not doing no stories on R. Kelly? You see why this shit is way more the fuck interesting? And white supremacist society convinces these coons like the Breakfast Club and all these little low-level video posting niggas to jump on Kelly while this is going on, right? And the main thing about this I want to just say is that, motherfuckers that try to kill themselves over a court case, that usually means they're guilty. Right? It usually means they're guilty, especially with white males. They got a long, drawn-out history of trying to kill themselves over court. Kill themselves in the courtroom, trying to kill themselves in the courtroom, killing themselves in their cell, that type of shit. There was that one guy who, about like a decade ago took some arsenic while he was just having a regular day at court and shit. Motherfucker slipped some arsenic, and I guess it took time for it to, go through a system or whatever. He died in the courtroom. You got the Craigslist killer, his ass. Y'all remember the Craigslist killer? This psychotic, animalistic Neanderthal animal roaming the streets. Y'all heard about him. He was luring these chicks to these hotels off of these Craigslist ads and killing them, doing all this crazy ass outlandish types of behaviors and shit, right? He killed his own goddamn self over the shit, over the court, right? Aaron Hernandez, NFL player, y'all remember him? I mean, that fuck ass Latino dude that killed the brother Odin Lloyd, y'all remember that shit, right? He killed himself because his bid got to him, you know what I mean? So, just in my opinion, if there was ever a smoking gun, okay, Asani, you said you hit me back. Word. I'm gonna take my email, bro. I came off of a course of running some errands, and it's been a kind of busy day, but I was gonna get at my emails today and all that, so I'm sure you're in the mix, big bro. I'm sure you're in the mix, man. And I was able to find the contacts for this brother, man, that you was hitting me up about, man, so we finna do it, man. I ain't finna play. I ain't finna play. Oh, man. But like I was saying, man, in my opinion, if there was ever a smoking gun that this fool is guilty and it's eating his motherfucking ass up, it's going to be this suicide attempt. Not guilty people, non-guilty people, no matter what they have to lose during a court scenario, non-guilty people are going to see it through. You know what I mean? Like, regardless of whatever the fuck happens. Now, we're just talking about non-guilty people. All right? I can't think of any stories of non-guilty people killing themselves during a trial. Especially in the black community. Damn, we hear stories of non-guilty black people go to trial, get found guilty, do a whole bid, and come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of strength that we have as a people. But this guy tries to kill himself. What else do we need to know about this Epstein guy being guilty? And there was a story that came out around the same time he tried to kill himself yesterday. Or was it the day before yesterday? It was a story that came out around the same time. They started pressing the issue in the media yesterday. So around that same time that story came out yesterday, I guess he tried to kill himself on Wednesday, so the story came out yesterday. They were running stories about some other people that he had dealings with. There's this guy named Leslie Wexner. He, has been like an official and a big wig over there at Victoria's Secret. Victoria's Secret, that's a big name, right? And Jeffrey Epstein had managed a few of his financial accounts, gave him power over his finances, his private life, his philanthropy, a lot of different things he was running in his own life, right? Been handling a lot of things for this guy, and he's a big wig for Victoria's Secret. And there's a story now talking about how inappropriate Epstein used to be with the Victoria's Secret models and shit. There was one chick that had an assault accusation against him, right? So what's happening now is that they're putting this guy, Leslie, on the hook for information about his relationship to Epstein and what kind of shit that he saw Epstein doing and being a part of. So we don't know what we're going to find out from this. We may find out that Wexner was also on that Lolita Express with Clinton and Dershowitz and all of that shit. Getting his child perv on, right? So now the parent company of Victoria's Secrets is L Brands, his name, like the letter L Brands. They like Victoria's Secret and they do Bath and Body Works. The parent company is like, hey, well, we're gonna have to start investigating Wexner. So they jumping on him now, like, you know. Now, back in the day, you know, they used to be close, and he said, look, you know, back in the day we used to be close, but now, hey, I was never aware of any illegal activity that he was doing, anything like that. He used to work for me, but I didn't think that he would, you know, be out here causing people this type of pain and all. So he's backpedaling from the dude, backpedaling. I don't know what kind of news Epstein is getting while he locked in the bin, but I'm sure he gets a lot of fucking news. He a paid ass, rich ass motherfucker laid up. He get news. So he's like, oh man, they called the boy Wexner down. Damn, I wonder if Wexner gonna hold water, if he gonna leak. You know what I mean? So, you don't know. Epstein might know that the terms on which they ended their business on or whatever, when they was doing work together, he might know that those terms were not good terms. We don't know, but I'm going to keep abreast of that for y'all, just for the sake of me continuing my series on surviving wealthy white pedos. It's the only series out here with people, you know, where I go in on wealthy white pedos. The only series that does this. I ain't seen no other body prioritize it, so I'm going to do it. Another thing, they finally have subpoenaed the pilots of Epstein's Lolita Express. Yo, what up, Goucher002? What up? I hope I said that right. Lady of Soul 502 says, yes, please keep us updated. Will do. Hold Your Own Nuts say, perfect title. Yeah. Surviving wealthy white pedos. That is what has been happening, man. Like, motherfuckers are having to deal with wealthy white pedos in the quiet. And fuck all that. They don't deserve quiet. They deserve as much noise to be made. Fuck all that. Right? So, I want to say, right, they have finally unturned this stone to where they've put the pilots of his Lolita Express on blast. They've now subpoenaed these guys. Where these guys were flying a jet where he would take all these trips to his Lolita Island, what he calls Lolita Island, and where he did all this pedo shit on this island with all these high government officials, all of this shit, right? That was just a few hours ago. Just a few hours ago, they ran these subpoenas on these dudes. So, these pilots, trust me, they know what the fuck is to be found out about this shit. They know who got on the plane. They know what they was laughing and giggling about during the trip. You know, this is a private plane, so they're not just getting off the plane and then going back somewhere. They probably sitting back there chilling, watching all this shit like, goddamn, all this fucking crazy shit going on, right? So they knew what was happening and what they were giggling and laughing about while they on the island. Jeffrey Epstein and all his little cohorts, they know what the inside jokes is. When they get back on the plane, they know what they're giggling and laughing about. You know what I'm saying? So this is gonna get thick for this guy. Lifetime is finally talking about doing a fucking docuseries on this guy, a documentary on this guy. If y'all heard, if y'all got the news. Lady of Soul 502 says, you know why he named it Lolita, right? Yeah, I know why. Lolita was a preteen girl, the subject of a famous play and movie. Yeah, real life. That's a terminology that, you know, it's a known terminology for that shit. So, just understand that as well. Lifetime is pulling off a documentary about this guy. Finally. And we know, in black society, we know that shit is long overdue. This man has a prison record for pedophilia. And then you got them strategically putting the R. Kelly allegations out ahead of his court issue. You see? I think they wanted to do this shit all along. They knew to do this all along, but black society, we got to take some credit for that. We got to take some credit for this other documentary coming out. We've been shooting at Lifetime neck for months over this. No pun intended. He tried to jug himself in the neck. No pun intended on that. You know what I mean? But y'all know we've been going hard on social media with constant hashtag surviving Jeffrey Epstein hashtagging, right? We've been doing that. Trying to make the shit go viral. Trying to make it go viral. Trying to make it go viral. Trying to make the shit go viral, right? And now look, right? So Lifetime, they owe us royalties on this shit. They were going to ignore this dude until the heat got off of him. That's what they was banking on. Is what I'm thinking. And y'all notice a little, hold up. Yo, Goucher002 say, if anyone is a degenerate, it's usually white people. Just saying. Yeah. You know what I mean? We talk about their history. We can only talk about their history and what they do. So if you were to make a side-by-side comparison of their history in terms of degeneracy and what it looked like compared to everybody else, who flowed to the top? Who flowed to the top? I've talked about this. What cast did I do? This was the cast where I was talking about when they go low, we go low. If y'all remember that cast I did, it's the one with Michelle Obama in the thumbnail. And I'm like, yo, when they go low, we go high out. She said, but I cross it out and say low. I think on that post I was talking about, look, the bar for being dominant in white society is actually a bar of degeneracy and being degenerate. In white supremacist society, that's what the bar of dominance is. So my roundabout landing point in that was, look, black folk, we got to kind of meet this society on its terms. Don't be afraid to meet this society on its terms. If they doing dirt, we got to meet them with dirt, is what I was getting at. If they getting low, we got to do our breed of low, right? That was what I was landing at with that. But yeah, we talked about that element of just degeneracy in white society. It's something that they've built an empire about. It's something that they set as a bar for greatness in the white supremacist society. Greatness is determined by how degenerate you are. And motherfucking Negroes and everybody else, not just Negro, but everybody, brains is now wired backwards who think fucked up is good. And, right? It's now a backwards wiring that's happening with everybody else. So we got to kind of discern where we want to step out of it, right? Right? And not just be on some when they go low, oh well, we got to be good. Nope. Where that at? Where do we do that at? That's not warrior. That's not logical. We don't play like that. We don't do it how they think this shit gonna be done. This ain't no Martin Luther King. Yo, no respect to Martin Luther King, but we ain't in the Martin Luther King era, man. We don't do Martin Luther King shit when it comes to motherfucker slapping you on your fucking cheek. You don't turn the other cheek. They slap you on your cheek, you make a big ass fist, you crunch them in their fucking mouth is what you do. According to my channel, you know what I'm saying? But, they was banking on this dude to just get his whole case ignored, but just evidence just keep coming out. He having a federal fucking trial. All these cases, all these people still chomping at the bit to get at him. Virginia Guffrey, who I talked about in the first video I did about him. Everybody's still at him. And I find it unique and not even shocking, but I should say expected. Not unique to, the coonery that I'm about to talk about. But this coon, Tarana Burke, I find it expected is the word I want to use. Not unique, expected of a coon motherfucker like Tarana Burke, who said it's not my job to go after black men, after white men, when we was pressing her to put guys like Epstein on blast. Y'all remember that? We was pressing her like, yo, what about fucking Epstein? What about all these other motherfuckers? Why is you just jumping on the black man? She was like, oh, it's not my job to go after the white man? I wonder what she got to say now that white mommy and daddy done dragged a white male to the floor and done called him to court, as we say in the street, right? Hey, motherfucker, what? What do you got to say now? I want to see what her tweets look like now. I want to see what her social media look like now. I want to see who's pecking at her over this now and what she got to say now. Now that white mommy and daddy have sanctioned, okay, now it's time to go in on this white dude. He tripping. This shit is just, the evidence is mounting. We gotta do something. I wonder what she bitching and faggoting about now. Yo, hold your own nuts. Say, if somebody step on your toes, break theirs. Yeah, real life. Right? Fuck motherfuckers think this is. No fucking games. Right? So, I want to see what she got to say. If she gonna do some stepping on motherfuckers' toes back. Right? Now that if she's such a justice warrior, come on out. Come on out and back it up. Back up what you were saying. You know, that you are about, you know, justice. You about justice for women. Okay, now all your white children that are caught up in this pedo shit. White children. Your heart should be bleeding for this, motherfucker. Tree bark face ass bitch. Your heart should be bleeding for all the white people that are suffering by virtue of a Jeffrey Epstein out here in this motherfucker. That's what I'm waiting to see. I want to see her just bleed heart like a motherfucker. I want to see her bleeding tree bark face ass heart having an issue with Epstein. I want to see it. If she don't, then we already know she's just some bitch that's meant to fade with the wind out here fucking with ADOS society. Real life. We ain't playing with this bitch. We ain't playing with nobody that want to single out black folk for any reason. Motherfucker, it's time. Motherfucker, we got moral credit built up. We got all this shit built up on our behalf. We got a history of being victimized. And this bitch talking about it ain't her job to go after the chief victimizers in a white supremacist society. We can do it by the numbers. Who fall under the pedo and sexual assault numbers? Just pull up the FBI data. It ain't no fucking joke. But anyway, this kind of heat on this Epstein, whatever the fuck, it's done put this guy over the edge. Now, I do see it as a sympathy ploy. I ain't finna lie. I see it as a sympathy ploy on some cry to white supremacist society like, wham, cry for me while I'm on trial. Wham. I can't handle my mentals while I'm on trial, so I gotta try to poke myself in the neck. Wham. Right? I see it as that type of behavior, first off, right? And I also see it as a sympathy ploy in the vein of, hey, pedophilia. Look, pedophilia is just the white way. This kind of goes to what our brother was talking about. Was that you, Goucher? Goes kind of what our brother Goucher 002 was talking about. Like, I see him making a sympathy ploy in the thought lineage of pedophilia is the white way. It's the way of the Roman. It's the way of the Greeks, the Cretans, right? If you're familiar with the Greek and Crete, they're called the Cretans, right? So Cretan is also a term for a motherfucker that's a degenerate, right? There ain't no motherfucking coincidences or accidents in the universe, right? But that's kind of like, I see it like that. Like, oh, this is our way. This is the way of the European, right? Our history speaks to this. And by damn it, Epstein, the Epstein name, we don't want to live in a world where a white man can't hold on to white heirlooms like pedophilia. You know what I mean? You understand where I'm seeing it as also? Like, it ain't just some old... I see it as more than just him trying to be on some... I'm scared of going to jail or whatever. It's also that, I'm sure, too, because, you know, it's what white dudes do, man. When they get pressed, you know, they get into I'm an innocent little white boy. I'm just a white boy like you. They get into that snitch territory. They start telling. They doing shit that a snitch motherfucker would do, right? So yeah, it goes deep into that. And it also, like I said, it goes into that culture of just white supremacy and white supremacist society kind of trying to hold on to white way, what they consider the white way, right? And kind of clawing at what they consider a white heirloom, pedophilia. And they often brat it up about stuff like this. And you see Epstein trying to kill himself. Just an example of them bratting it up. That's what I'm on with it. Lady of Soul 502 says, nothing but facts. Romans and Grecians. Yep, that's them. That be them doing it. Yeah. So it was that, y'all. I just wanted to touch down real fast with that. Gonna probably drop another one a little bit. Gonna be doing some good works over the next few days. Yo, what up, G-Man Condo? Yo, I know that's probably G-Man Junior 64, because I see G-Man. I know that's you, bro. I probably am right when I say I think that's you. What's good, big bro? What's good? Everybody say what up to G-Man. He in the house. So yeah, it's that. I got a couple announcements I want to make, y'all. Hello, y'all saw this? I had to do it. This is this Leonardo da Vinci, I think, his painting. Well, he did like a sketchbook, and this is one of the sketches. So I said, oh man, let me grab that bitch. Just for the fuck of it. Here's Wexler. You're gonna see him in the news soon. He's the other guy that's tied to Epstein. They're gonna be pulling him in the investigation mill sooner than later. Just be on the lookout for his face. Alright? And I want to say this, y'all. A couple announcements to make. So look, I went to my YouTube today and I saw something that I never, ever thought I would see. My account has finally been monetized by YouTube. I've been approved for monetization. Alright? So I don't know what that means. They sent me a little link that I need to click on and kind of look. I don't know what it means. I don't know how I got there. You know what I'm saying? I've just pretty much, let me let y'all know this. I pretty much thought that I was never going to be monetized on YouTube. I didn't think my content was going to lend itself to that. Because what I talk about, how I talk about it, I've always been this motherfucker, man. Like, I'm not finna do whatever. So I just put myself in the category of people that I idolize in the YouTube world who did not get monetized or who don't be monetized all the time. I just expected to be one of those guys, right? And it wasn't nothing for me, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I've been monetized. That shit crazy than the bitch. So I don't know what that entails. I don't know who I thank for it. I don't know if I gotta thank y'all for that. I don't know who to thank. But I'm thanking y'all just for tuning in and shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that means anything to the monetization process or whatever. I'm saying my milestones are, reaching 1,000 subscribers. That was a milestone for me because I was in the 300s for a long time. Then I got to the 1,000. I'm saying I look at certain milestones as celebratory points for me, you know what I'm saying? Things that, I go through with my channel, you know what I mean? I look at those certain things as celebratory or whatever, right? So to see this, I'm like, okay, that's something new. So I don't know what that means. I'll give y'all an update to tell y'all what it means. I don't know. But on top of that, noflag.com is coming soon. If y'all go, just key in NoFlag knowflag.com, knowflag.com. You'll see the site is under construction. This is a site I've been working on for about a good 7-8 months. 7-8 months. It's been a while. And it's on its way to being done. So I want y'all to keep that on your mind. That'll be where I put all my material, so there ain't no pulling them, ain't no blocking and pulling my material down. The only thing that I've been trying to get done with it is, like, you see how we got a chat room, how I can stream and live stream and all that. I'm adding that to my site. Again, I told y'all with this channel, I'm gonna be making some changes. I'm gonna flip shit in a way where my channel is gonna be exceptional in a lot of ways. This chat room that y'all see, that was me figuring this shit out. You understand? So I've got a few vendors that I'm dealing with right now that are going to possibly help facilitate streaming, where I can stream live on my shit. Because I don't want y'all to lose no effect or nothing. When y'all come to my site, I want y'all to be able to do everything that y'all do on YouTube here right there at my site. Streaming, set up, live chat, do all that shit. Right? And I'm prepared in a lot of ways to get that right. I just got a few things I want to tool into it. You know what I mean? Trying to see how I can work this back end. There's a back end to this whole process that I want to, get right. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. That shit is coming sooner than later. But anyway, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. Don't forget to check out my Teespring. That shit, what it is, pimp. That's what that is, pimp. Make America pay again. Money time. Money time. You understand? Money time. Alright? And yeah, I'm gonna get it, y'all.